This time, the misinformation, the most recent misinformation campaign, especially trying to stir up racism, comes from the New Yorker. A New York magazine, accusing others of cruelty is like Stalin accusing others of running poorly maintained jails. This was his first tweet by Mark Andreessen. And you see the cover of the magazine saying, "The Cruel Kids Table, outlaid with the young right as they contemplate cultural domination," by Brock Collier. And they made sure on the cover of the magazine include only white people. White people. Oh, it's just the Cruel Kids Table. Oh, those white people are so cruel. What is this about? What is this about? I don't need my headphones for this one. Let me rest from the headphones for this one. What is this about? And the truth of the matter, as Christopher Barnard highlights here, New York Magazine literally cropped all the black people out of this cover photo and then complained that the entire room is white. And let's see the text itself, okay, that actually you can read it yourself. Have you noticed the entire room is white? And also, almost everyone is white. Oh, how white is this? How white is this? But it so happens that the entire picture, when you look at the entire picture, they were misleading everyone, and they just cut black men, black guys from the actual cover just to steer racism. Oh, let's be racist. And we also have people like C.J. Pearson. Sorry, let me see. C.J. Pearson, what he says: "This is insane. He, C.J. Pearson, hosted this event, and New York Magazine intentionally left me out of their story because it would have undermined their narrative that MAGA hats is some racist cult. They also didn't include the fact that Waka Flocka and Gervonta were also there. You don't hate the liberal media enough." And this is why, the good thing is that this is why the liberal media and the traditional media are dying, because there are a bunch of liberals that they just want to push a narrative. They just want to push a narrative. And you see that C.J. Pearson, Pearson is black. The guy is black. And he hosted the event. And co-chair, GOP Youth Advisory Council, Gen Z Republican strategist. All right. So he's a full Republican. And we also have Waka Flocka, who was the name on that tweet. Waka Flocka Flame. He looks like a cool guy to me. He must be pissed that he was being, let's say, excluded from the party just to fit some kind of narrative. And this is very important. I told you with the Melania analysis that how powerful can be a picture in terms of representing something. And this is important thanks to Boreal Baron on X. They purposefully took the pictures with the worst lighting to make the party look sinister. But the people look better than anything leftists could ever pull off. Think of a feminist march or an Antifa mugshot. Those are the mirror images of this. And in this case, they manipulated the color range, the lighting, everything to look gloomy. You see this, and you see that the picture looks gloomy. You do this by manipulating the contrast, and you can see that, yes, they made sure that including the frame only the white people. They left out the diversity, the actual diversity, because that didn't fit their narrative. You see the other pictures, like this one, for example. You need to make sure that we cannot see any black people in those pictures. and it looks like, have this huge light from under the camera. So that's why you see those ominous shadows projecting on the ceiling. I mean, how do you do this? You do this with a special light, so it looks ominous, like you are about to be eaten, like you are next. You see that this guy's shadow is projected on the ceiling. This was on purpose. They brought this huge light, this very bright light. They put this under the camera so they looked ominous. Why people are ominous? But I can see a black lady in here. I see a black lady in here. It's like they almost were this close to photoshopping her out. Oh, black lady, no, Photoshop her out. Photoshop her out because we need to represent the white people. And this is what you got as well. Oh, look at here. Look at with all the decadence and all the red and all the excess and all that and all. They are laughing. How racist that they are laughing and smiling and having a good time. How dare them? You need the Greta Thunberg meme in here. How dare them? It's yeah. It's like how come? How do they expect to get away with this? I mean, I am not surprised that they get away with this, because we need to remember that sadly there's a reality. X is not real life. Twitter is not real life. Okay, many people are not in Twitter. I know that many of you are not on X. I know that being on X is can be hard for your sanity, for your your state of mind. I can understand that. So many people are not on X, and many people are not aware that we expose things on X. That's why okay, being on Rumble is okay. But on Rumble, you see the people that, it's many people are already aware of these scams, of these hoaxes, of these lies, of all that the mainstream media and those liberal media are trying to push. But that's why being on YouTube is so important. And speaking in this about these issues in the way that we do. I say we do because I talk about them, but you do your best in the comments and the live chat as well. Because we bring this awareness to the people who are not aware of this, don't have an X account. So we need to bring awareness to this. All the lies that these magazines, channels, podcasts are trying to push on people. And once we do that, we will bring, sanity to the masses. Oh, they will realize, then why would they do that? And you will answer very easily. They do that because they want to set up a narrative of division, of racism. They absolutely need it. And they are so lame that they need the racism alive and kicking so they can make money, so they can profit from the manufactured racism. The manufactured racism that comes all the way from Barack Obama's term and a little bit before that. But that's what we are standing up against, and that's why we are standing up for common sense. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. Let me see your live chat. Remember to download my 100 body language tips for free in the description of this video, and you will be subscribed to my awesome emails. I will sending another email tomorrow. So if you subscribe now, you will get it